Okay, make sure you're paying attention to this story because it is a really big deal and it could lead to a whole lot of problems for the Trump regime. So by now you probably heard the story that a few days ago Trump bombed one of these submarines off the coast of Venezuela, and unlike the other strikes that Donald Trump has done on boats off the coast, this time there were 2 survivors. The Trump regime panicked. This was not supposed to happen, and officials were scrambling Friday and Saturday morning to try to figure out what to do with these individuals. They had taken these individuals into captivity. And so now Donald Trump has announced that he is going to be sending those 2 people back to their home countries of Ecuador and Colombia. Trump is once again claiming that this was a drug-carrying submarine without any evidence, and he is also saying that they are going back to their home countries for detention and prosecution. But proper protocol would be, if these people are who Donald Trump in fact says they are, to bring them back to the United States and try them in a court of law with actual evidence. But I think there's a big reason why they don't want to prosecute these people in a United States court. As Alex Tabarrok notes, bizarre and troubling. The U.S. kills at sea without trial, but will not prosecute the survivors in open court. I mean, think about this. Donald Trump has been engaging in these extrajudicial murders of these people by claiming that they are narco-terrorists. But now 2 people get away, and all of a sudden he does not want them at all to be prosecuted. This should set off every single red flag imaginable. We've already heard stories like from a wife of one of the people on one of these boats who left to go to work for the day to care for his wife and his 4 kids, only never to return because he was killed in one of these strikes by Donald Trump. And even the nation of Colombia has come out and said that Donald Trump has killed some of their civilians on these boats. Not to mention that the top commander overseeing the attacks against these alleged drug boats in the Caribbean retired just a few days ago after having disagreements with the Trump administration over these attacks. These survivors now pose a major threat to the Trump regime and could collapse the entire house of cards of lies that they have built and expose so many of the people around Trump who have been involved to this to serious prosecution down the road. Like I said, keep paying attention to the story you know we will here at the Midas Touch Network, and remember to listen to our podcast, the Midas Touch Podcast, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for more.